We're 6 months out, so our guests are finally starting to confirm their plans. This is hopefully the luggage bag that's going to have all of the wedding stuff. I've been putting together some checklists on my phone. I ended up trialing out a fake tan yesterday. So you may have noticed this. They bring me so much joy. If I have complete everything, I get a little green. All right, dress number 1, be right back. It has actually been a while since I did a wedding update, so I wanted to sit down with you guys because we're about 6 months out and there is so much happening, so much being finalized, including clothes, including guest lists. I'm starting to think about the day of and packing for the wedding so that I'm kind of prepared. So there's a few things that I want to show you, but lots of things that I also want to chat to you about. So I thought since I've got a few minutes before I head off to work, I might as well take the time to do it right now because it might be the only time I'll get for the rest of the week. I've got my phone with my list of all the things I want to chat to you guys about. So let's just get into it, and then when I come back from school, I'll show you guys the few things that I wanted to, because I feel like if I start moving things around, I'm probably going to be late. So as we're starting to get closer to the wedding day, something that I've been doing to kind of take the stress off, but then also to make sure that on the day it's less stressful, is I've been putting together some checklists on my phone. So I have a checklist for what I need to pack in my luggage to take with me. And then I also have another playlist for the day before the wedding and the day of the wedding. So I'll kind of show you guys my list on the screen as we talk about it. But to pack for the wedding, I haven't put things like, 7 pairs of underwear and this many tops and don't forget your shoes and your toothbrush. It's not that kind of stuff. That stuff is probably there, but it's more so the things we need specifically for the wedding. So I plan on having a suitcase that's going to go underneath the plane in the luggage compartment, which has all of the wedding things except for the clothes, which will come on board with us and our cabin luggage. So underneath, I've got speakers for both the boys and the girls so that we can get ready with them on the day. I'm considering having a bubble machine for like when we come off the ceremony altar and we walk through our guests and we walk through where our guests are standing. I'm thinking maybe having a bubble machine. I have a feeling my sister should have one because she's got a little 3-year-old girl. I've got our rings and ring boxes, a few special like family things that we would like to have on us during the day, wedding favors, wedding invite. This is one tip that I got from a different bride on YouTube, but if you want to have your invitations as one of those little mementos that they record in your video, then you want to make sure that you actually bring them with you. So I'm taking one just in case we need it. I have signs, but I'm actually not making any signs, so I can get rid of that. Emergency kit, which later on I would actually like to start putting together with you guys. Sunscreen, wedding dress, wedding shoes, jewelry, lingerie, Sam's clothes, Sam's shoes, our vows, passports, the guest book, printer and pens. I have some kids activity books that I'm putting together, although right now I think there's only one kid coming, my little flower girl, my niece. Swimmers, outfits, chargers, camera gear, sparklers, ? I don't think I'm doing them anymore, but I love the look of sparklers in wedding videos and photos, especially at nighttime. So I'll see how I feel about that. I don't think we're allowed sparklers in the airport anyways. Fairy lights and PJs. Now this isn't just normal PJs. This is the next thing that I'd like to talk about. So one thing that I've been working on is, you know how when you get ready with the girls in the morning, I would love to have, champagne with some mimosas, some snacks, get our hair and our makeup done. We don't do that often together and it's such a special little treat. You feel really pampered. And I didn't want to get the girls robes that they would wear for like a day and then never wear again. I really wanted to make sure that the clothes that we got ready in on the day were actually going to be things that they could use again in the future. So let me show you what I've done. So you may have noticed this. These are all my clothes as I'm starting to put them together, but I'll show you mine. I ended up getting myself just a linen blend shirt from, I think it was Kmart, and then some cute little shorts. I love these shorts so much. And they're a linen blend as well. They're just little shorts like that with little pockets, but I thought they were so cute. This is a men's shirt and this is female shorts. But what I've ended up doing to each of them is actually embroidering on, not very well I must say, but at least it's a nice handmade touch, our names on them. And I've just done the name. So I've done it in black on mine, and the girls have a black set with white. So there's the girls one, and it has their name in white. And I just think it's so lovely. I haven't done anything to the shorts, and the shorts are something that they can just wear again, like for the beach, as PJs, as anything they like. The shirts are super loose and comfy, so hopefully they'll be able to wear them again. Otherwise, I mean, I'll be happy to take them. It's also something we can wear, you know, on our hen's party. It's something we can wear in the airport, on the plane, to go to the wedding. So I am super looking forward to wearing these. I can't wait. And these are the little coat hangers that I ended up writing our names on. They've come out okay. I don't love the silver, but whatever. While I'm here, I might as well talk about what we picked for the groomsmen to wear. So if you didn't know, we are getting married in Thailand. It's going to be warm. It's going to be right in front of the beach on grass. So we wanted to pick something that would keep us cool, that would look really like casual and beachy, but also formal enough that it doesn't look like we're just walking around, you know, on holiday, like we are actually getting married. So we decided to go with, I guess I'll grab Sam's. We decided to go with, again, a linen shirt in like a sandy color. I didn't want pure white. I did want it to be off-white because my dress isn't going to be pure white. So I think this is going to complement it really well. The groomsmen are going to have this like tan colored pant and then the sandy top. And then Sam has a bit of a choice as to what he would like to do. Because he's the groom, I want him to feel like, you know, it's a bit special. He's not the same as everyone else and just blending in. So he's actually got the option of a sand top or a black top. He's also going to have a little boutonniere, so like the little flower that's going to attach to his pocket here. And then his pants are like this olive green color. So he's going to be a little bit darker than the other boys, and that way he can stand out as the groom as opposed to kind of blending in, because I want him to feel special as well. I don't want him to blend in. So that is our groomsmen and groom's clothing, and also the bridesmaids get ready on the day outfit. So I'm so excited. I'll flick you back now. We're 6 months out, so our guests are finally starting to confirm their plans. They're starting to book in their flights. The flights are actually really cheap. We're getting married at a point where the weather is perfect, and also flights are at their cheapest. So we're not putting our family out too much. But everyone we talked to so far is so excited for the wedding. They've got their hotels booked. We've ended up telling our guests to arrive, I think it's 3 days before the wedding, to stay on the mainland at the same hotel as us or close by. And then 2 days before the wedding, we're all going to get on a boat together and then travel to Railay Beach, which is where the wedding is. So that's going to be lots of fun, and it will also allow us to kind of help our friends out who are traveling for the first time, because I would say at least half of our guests, and we have 50 confirmed so far, half of those are first-time travelers. Like, they've just ordered their passport for the first time, they're planning their first trip, they have no idea what's about to happen, and I think they're absolutely going to fall in love with it. The place we picked, I was actually seeing photos of Sam and I from 9 years back when we traveled here for the first time, and we look like two little spring chickens, so young and in love. And the place has changed so much since, but one thing that hasn't changed is just how safe it feels, how the hospitality of people, the kindness is just so beautiful. Our friends and family are going to feel really special, and hopefully they're not going to feel stressed in that environment. So yeah. All right, in the lead up to the wedding as well, one thing that I've really been trying to get on top of my skincare, get on top of my health. This is for one, because I want to be at my best for my wedding, but second, I mean, we're most likely going to start a family in the next year or two. And I've been reading a lot of books about nutrition and health, especially like preparing your body for pregnancy, during, before, and after. And so it's something that I kind of want to shift and do in myself and develop those really good routines now. I have downloaded an app that is absolutely fantastic for keeping track of all this. I can't remember, it's called Rubit, and it looks like this on my front screen. So actually, if I flick off, it's up here, so it gives me my little checklist for the day, and I tick things off as I go. So I've actually already done all these things. Complete. And it ticks them off, and then if I go into the actual app and go into the calendar, it shows me my tracking days. If I have complete everything, I get a little green smiley face, and if I haven't, it stays orange like that. And so you can see that I'm not perfect. I definitely miss a day or two. A lot of the time it's things like walking the dogs, or if I haven't brushed my hair, then I technically can't tick off self-care. So every single day I've been taking vitamins. Depending on how I'm feeling and what I feel like my body needs is the vitamins that I take. So it's never the same ones each day. I make sure that I brush my teeth, I wash my face, I put on some toner, some moisturizer that's natural. I use our calendula balm for my moisturizer, and it's actually been doing a fantastic job. I'm technically on my period right now, and I don't know if there's any girls out there that are similar to me, but when I'm on my period, my face breaks out. Like, it's usually around my chin, around here, and sometimes up on my T-zone. I break out, and it's like really painful. So since starting my routine, I've been doing it for almost 2 months. When I get my period, my skin is dramatically less inflamed, less acne prone. So far, whatever I'm doing, it's working. I'm going to continue to do it. I do eventually want to actually switch over my vitamins to something more appropriate for me. But for now, I'm just using what we have. We've had these tablets for a while, so they need to be taken and used up. The supplements I'm using are fish oil, because I mean, we definitely don't eat enough fish in a week, so I definitely need to take those. Vitamin C, I only take if I haven't had my fruit smoothie for the day. But if I've had my smoothie, then I can pretty well guarantee that I'm okay. Magnesium and calcium, there's a tablet that has both, and I definitely take that because my body gets really sore. It's really good for stress, for muscles, so that's a really good one to take, especially because we work so hard on our homestead. And then I also sometimes take the vitamin B tablets, but again, we eat a lot of fruit and veggies, and so we get a lot of those nutrients as is. We eat a lot of meat as well, so we get a lot of those nutrients as is, but it's kind of like on those days where I feel like I haven't had enough, I just take one. So that one I take like every few days as opposed to every day. This is hopefully the luggage bag that's going to have all of the wedding stuff, and so far everything that we need to pack, like rings, guest book, favors, all that has fit into this bag. It's pretty light, so it's definitely not over 7 kilograms. And as I said, this isn't all of our like travel stuff, so it doesn't have clothes and toothbrushes and things like that. This is mainly things like, you know, our camera gear. It has our ring box with our rings inside, the fairy lights, jewelry, all that kind of stuff. And so for the moment, it's not completely packed, but I'm kind of trying to keep it in this one place. Ideally, I won't have to buy another suitcase because we really don't need it. This is often all that I take on board with me, but we definitely know that we're going to have a bit of extra stuff because we're going and having a wedding overseas. We're planning on taking that with us to Thailand, as well as some onboard stuff, and then sending this back with one of our family members so that when we go and travel onwards to Israel and Greece, we don't have to take this extra luggage bag with us full of stuff that we won't use. But other than packing for the wedding, I do also have a pre-wedding day of checklist as well. And so this is all of the things that I kind of want to do in the lead up to the wedding. It's the things that I want to do the day before, the day of, to make sure that everything's organized and everything is stress-free. I love checklists, I love having a plan, and I love to be as in control as I can be so that on the day I can relax. So I have all of like my beauty things, so I want to get some lash extensions. We'll hopefully get those soon and we'll see how they go. Hopefully they work out well. But the idea behind them is that then I need less makeup. I don't need to take off, you know, eye makeup at the end of the night so much. Like I will still have something on my lids. They'll be waterproof as well and look beautiful. I love them and I've wanted to try them for a while, so I'm excited to. Getting a wax, buying spirits. So we're providing the alcohol for the wedding and then they're serving it to us at the bar. So we need to organize for different people to buy that at the airport at duty free. We are creating a Spotify playlist. We're not going to have a DJ or a band. Unfortunately, it's too expensive and it's hard for us to find overseas. So we're just creating a Spotify playlist. It's going to have all of the songs we need for the ceremony. We've got one playlist for that. It's called the important songs. And then we have another playlist for the dinner music, which is more like chilled out, but still groovy. And then we have one more playlist for like the dancing portion of the night. Our wedding is going from 4 p.m. till 10 p.m. And then from 10 p.m. onwards, we're going to have a bar tab at like an after party venue. It'll just be like a club in the area. And so I think that'll be lots of fun and we don't have to provide alcohol for that. Fake tan, I'm trying to decide whether I want a fake tan or not. They don't have spray tans in Thailand, so it's definitely something I have to either bring with me, do ahead of time while I'm still in Bega, or do myself a few days before. I ended up trialing out a fake tan yesterday and it's okay. I think outside it's still very dark because I haven't washed it off yet, so I'm curious to see what that looks like. But I ended up trying this brand out. I mean, I'm not quite sure what the regulations are as far as like organic and natural when it comes to beauty products, so I don't ultimately trust that, but it came on really nicely. It didn't smell too harsh, which is always good. And it dried fairly quickly. I think I did an okay job. You can see my hand looks horrible, but legs looking pretty dark. Only a few patches here and there that I've missed. And that's kind of the thing that I want to avoid if I am going to use it for my wedding. I need to make sure that it's going to be nice and smooth and seamless. So I'm hoping in the shower it's going to even out a little bit. We'll see. So just had a shower and it's looking a lot more natural. It almost looks like it's not there, but I know that it is because I'm most likely very pale without it. I think the real test is going to be out in the sun, but washed off the hands pretty nicely, so it's looking a lot better. And all of the patches that I had quite a few patches on my legs. They seem to have kind of blended together, which is good. So the test is going to be in real natural light, but for now, not too bad. So still deciding, let me know your thoughts. I just definitely don't want to stain my dress orange. That's the one thing I don't want to do. Getting haircuts and hair trims, we'll need to do that. Do a dress rehearsal, or at least just get everyone to practice like the timing of walking down, especially the girls, so that we know where we need to be and all of those things. Once we get to Railay Beach, I'll be heading and talking to my wedding planner to organize all that. I want to get my nails done. I want to delegate jobs to all of the different things that we're going to need to do. So, you know, ask one of our bridal party members to organize and think about the guest book and help people with loading the film into the camera, because we have a Polaroid camera for it, and to just help them sign that as they come in. I want to organize someone to make sure that we're eating and getting plenty of water throughout the night, so to be like our water boy. Need to organize someone to pick up any gifts that we have at the end of the night, so that'll probably be like my mum or Sam's mum, or our dads, you know, a family member that might be not going to the after party, they can just take that and organize for it to go somewhere. Taking the suitcase home, as I mentioned, we need to organize someone to do that. And then I'm thinking that I'm gonna need someone to make announcements, like to be an MC for the night. And that might be the wedding planner, it might be a different staff member, I'll have to check, because I might have to organize someone else to do that. Time, okay, we're okay, I'm about to go. So we have a hotel for 2 nights, and then we need to go to the resort's hotel, so that after the wedding night is over, that's where we're staying. So we kind of need to organize that changeover and make sure that we've checked in, checked out, and all of those things, because that's happening like the day of. Need to remember to eat breakfast, get some juice for the mimosas and champagne for the girls, beer or rum for the boys, depending on what they want to drink, and then make sure that we have our rings and our vows as well. And that's pretty much it. I have to head off to work, but when I come back, I want to show you guys my hens dresses. My hens is being organized by my maid of honor, my sister, and also my other bridesmaids. I'm really excited for it because it's going to be kind of like a little road trip from up here down to Melbourne, and then we'll get to all hang out for a day or two and then head back. So I have got a couple of dresses organized for that. I've been picking them up here and there as they become available, and of course, knowing me, they are natural materials and they're just beautiful. I can't wait to show them to you. And post hens and wedding, I'm definitely not going to keep white dresses white, so I'll be dyeing them naturally, probably with like avocado peels or bark or something. And that's one more thing that I'm doing right now. I'm actually heading off to school, and the kids are going to try and naturally dye some t-shirts with some gum leaves and wattle leaves that I found around the property. So if that all goes well, they're my little guinea pigs. I'll be able to use the same technique for my dresses when I'm done with them. So until then, I'm gonna head off to work, and I'll see you guys after to try on some dresses. I just got home from work, and look at these beautiful cherry blossoms. Doesn't this just sing out spring? I've been noticing for the last week or so that there's been all these cherry blossoms just lining the roads. We get so many around us because peach and stone fruit trees are really great at taking I'm not sure exactly what they take out of the soil, but they help to purify it, to get rid of things that shouldn't be in there, which is why you often see them planted along creek sides. I need to do my research as to what exactly it is that they remove from the soil, but I took the opportunity, and they smell so good, to just pick myself a few little branches from a few different trees, spreading the love so that I don't hurt any other tree. And I think I'm just gonna put them right here in our kitchen, because they're my favorite flower. They bring me so much joy. Oh, and I told you guys too that the kids today experimented with, we're gonna do some natural dyeing. So these are all their tops, and they've got all the leaves inside of them, and then they've wrapped them up with twine, nice and tight, so hopefully everything stays in there. I'll have to boil a pot soon and see how those go, but very exciting. Got all of their little t-shirts here. I'm gonna hope for the best. Anyways, let's get us some flowers happening here. Never been this. I want to leave them really nice and long, which is why I picked such large branches. I am going to try them on for you, and I've got some heels to put on because they make me feel pretty, and I deserve to put heels on to try these on. Both Sam and I went to work today, and it's the second time I think that the dogs have been left completely on their own. Today's looking a lot better. I found some scraps that they got into, but other than that, no pee. Everyone held it together. No big messes, no food eaten, so I'm super proud of them. But they have a lot of energy they need to get out. Ah, I'm gonna regret that I didn't take my pants off. My only pair of heels from my sister's wedding. Alright, let's try some dresses on. How do we do this with pants? Oh, idiot. Alright, dress number 1, be right back. Alright, dress number 1, I absolutely love this one. It's so cute. I used to have a similar style in a light blue, and that's the back. So cute. I used to have a similar style to this in a light blue color, which I was absolutely obsessed with, but I grew out of it. So when I found this, when I was with Sam's little sister, who's one of my bridesmaids, I was like sold. Like there's no other dress that I need. This is super cute, super summery, very flattering. I love it. All right, second dress. All right, and dress number 2 is a little bit longer. It has a little tie at the back and these little cute shoulder moment. A little bit longer, but not full length, so you can still see the heels, but I love it. I can imagine this one as more of like a dinner the day before the wedding. So when we've got all of our friends and family together, I see this one as more of like a bridal shower when I'm around mums, because it's just that little bit longer, a little bit more elegant, but still has the fun and playfulness of the back. If you haven't noticed, I love stripes and I absolutely love backless dresses. The feeling of air on my back and just, I don't know, there's something about the cutouts that I am absolutely obsessed with. So there you go. 2 stunning dresses. This one, I did buy them both new. This one was in a shop that had like, I don't know, it was like this random shop in Melbourne City where it had, I think, like off the rack kind of stuff. Like it was, you don't sell a lot of them. It's kind of like a sample sale. This was from a sample sale. I think the shop is called Mink Pink. And this one is from Gander, which is, I think, a newer shop that has come about, and it has beautiful linen dresses, lots of cottons, lots of earthy colors. So I really love these 2 dresses. This one is cotton. And I know that usually I'm definitely a secondhand clothes girl through and through, but I only get married once, especially to the love of my life, and so I wanted 2 really special dresses to get married in, to party in for the next few weeks and months with all of the parties, the hens, the bridal showers and things that are coming up. And so I wanted to treat myself. I don't do it often, and so I gave myself the excuse that I could, and I give you the excuse too as well if you're a sustainable girl like me. But the goal with these 2 dresses at the end, as I mentioned, they're not going to stay white for long, so I'm planning on doing a dye to them, whether I do a natural dye or I just buy some and then do it that way, I'm not sure yet. But they'll probably end up like a blue or a green, maybe a brown, I'm not sure, but yeah, love them. They both have textures, so this one has like a square and this one is spotty. So cute. All right, thank you so much for sitting through my little chatty video. Thank you for watching me try on pretty dresses and letting me feel girly and beautiful and excited for my wedding. I'm so grateful to have you here with me, and I can't wait to keep sharing more things about my wedding. If there are any questions or things that you want me to talk about or to know, please drop them down in the comments, because I just want this to be a fun, girly, creative, feminine space for us to empower each other and to feel confident in being ourselves no matter what that looks like. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.